Hello everyone, this is me again Swati, and today I'm here with a new topic, that is abruptio placenta. I hope you will like this topic as well. So abruptio placenta is also a classification of antepartum hemorrhage, which I have already told in my previous class of placenta previa, that all the placental bleeding under antepartum hemorrhages comes under two categories, that is placenta previa and abruptio placenta. I have already covered everything about placenta previa in my previous presentation. In this one, I am covering the second part, that is abruptio placenta. Starting with the definition of abruptio placenta, it is one form of antepartum hemorrhage where the bleeding occurs due to premature suppression of normally situated placenta. Okay, so here there is no problem with the placement of placenta. It is actually placed in the correct position only. But what the problem is, there is a premature suppression of the placenta leading to the complication of abruptio placenta. Here is an image for the better understanding of the topic. Starting from your left hand side, the first image is of a normal placenta, the normal location of the placenta, and the next image is of placenta abruption. Okay, that means if you see the image, you can find that there is separation happening between the endometrial lining and the placental margins, and as a result you can find there is some blood accumulation happening there. That is actually the problem which we'll be dealing today in this topic about abruption. And the last one in the image is about placenta previa. We have already studied this in my previous class. So in this, the placenta is situated in the lower uterine segment. But today we are going to focus on what this is the middle image, that is about placental abruption. The overall incidence of abruption placenta is 1 in 150 deliveries. Okay, it is a significant cause of perinatal mortality. That is 15 to 20% of perinatal mortality and 2 to 5% of maternal mortality. Moving forward, now we will deal with what are the types of abruptio placenta. Okay, so there are basically three types of abruptio placenta. If you see in this image going from left to right, image number A is concealed abruptio placenta. Image number B is revealed abruptio placenta, and image number C is mixed abruptio placenta. Okay, so there are three types: concealed, revealed, and mixed. Okay, we'll deal with all these three one by one. So starting with the revealed. Okay, what do you understand by the name revealed? Revealed means something that is not hidden. What is happening inside is visible outside. Okay, so what is revealed abruptio placenta? Following the suppression of placenta, the blood insulates downward between the membrane and the residua. Ultimately, the blood comes out of the cervical canal and is visible externally. And this is the most commonest type of abruptio placenta. Okay, so it's very clear from the name also. Revealed means whenever there is placental suppression happening in abruptio placenta, how much ever bleeding takes place inside the uterus is coming outside through the genital tract. Okay, all of the blood loss is visible externally, and this is the most commonest type. Okay, and it is easy to manage because you know what is the actual amount of blood loss happened, so you can take the measures accordingly. So here's an image showing the visible blood loss, how the placenta has separated and the bleeding which is happening in the separation site is coming out through the cervix and is visible outside in the genital tract. Coming to the next type of abruptio placenta, that is concealed. So what does it say? The blood collects behind the separated placenta or collects in between the membrane and the residua. The collected blood is prevented from coming out of the cervix by the presenting part, which presses the lower uterine segment. Okay, so as from the name concealed, we understand concealed is something hidden. Okay, so same way, what happens in this, whenever the placenta separates from its sides and the bleeding occurs, the blood which is coming out is unable to escape, or it's unable to come out because the presenting part of the baby or the head of the baby is pressing the lower uterine segment, hence preventing the flow of blood. So there is no visible blood outside. So here is an image of concealed abruptio placenta. You can see that all the blood which has come out because of suppression of placenta is still accumulated behind the placenta and in between the placenta and decidua. It is unable to come out because the presenting part or the head of the baby is pressing the lower uterine segment. Hence there is no visible blood outside. So this is the last type of abruptio placenta, and it is mixed abruptio placenta. In this type, some part of the blood collects inside and a part is expelled outside. Usually one variety predominates over the other, and this is the quite commonest one. Okay, so from the name itself, mixed. Mixed means it's a mixture of revealed and concealed both. What happens in this? Of all the amount of blood loss happened, some of the blood has escaped and is visible outside, but some of the blood is still collected inside as concealed. So it is a mixture of revealed and concealed. Coming to what are the etiology or causes of abruptio placenta. So there is a list of some points. First one being the prevalence is more with high birth orders. What is high birth orders is when a lady is delivering for third, fourth, fifth time. As the order of birth increases, the chances of abruptio placenta is more. The second etiology is advancing maternal age. Third one being malnutrition, because if the mother is malnourished, definitely the placenta is also malnourished, which leads to easier suppression of placenta. Next is poor socioeconomical condition, which correlates with malnutrition, because if the socioeconomical condition is poor, then of course the lady is more prone to be malnourished. Okay. The next one being hypertension in pregnancy. If a lady is having hypertensive disorder, we know that hypertension means there is increased blood pressure in the blood vessels. Okay, so that can lead to suppression of the placenta and hence abruption. Okay. Fifth, the next one being trauma. Trauma, if there is a direct blunt trauma to the abdomen of the mother, there is a chances of suppression of placenta. The trauma can be direct hit or a fall. Both can lead to suppression of the placenta. Continuing with the etiological causes, next in line is sudden uterine decompression. So what does this mean is, if the uterus suddenly decompresses or reduces in size, okay, when can it happen or how can it happen is if the mother loses amniotic fluid suddenly. So what will happen? The uterus will become smaller in size, and as we know that placenta is inelastic in nature, it is not capable of changing its shape and size. Okay? As a result, it will start to detach, hence leading to abruptio placenta. Next is short cord. If the cord length is short, what will happen? The baby moves around, there is chances of strong pull and hence suppression of the placenta. Sudden hypotension syndrome. The lady suffers from sudden episode of hypotension. Abruptio is a possibility. Sick placenta. So if the lady is an elderly or a lady with higher birth orders or malnourished lady or a lady with drug addiction problem, this whole things can lead to sick placenta which can separate very easily. Okay. Folic acid deficiency is also a cause of abruptio placenta. Okay. The lady has not taken proper doses of folic acid, it can cause suppression of the placenta. Torsion of uterus, that means twisting of the uterus. The uterus, sudden twisting movement of the uterus can lead to suppression of the placenta. The last two in etiology are cocaine abuse by mother and thrombophilia. Thrombophilia is actually a bleeding disorder where the platelet formation is not proper. It can also cause to abruptio placenta. So thank you everyone. This is all. That's all I have in this video. Thank you so much. I will be coming very soon with part 2 of abruptio placenta, in which I will be dealing with clinical features, prognosis and management of abruptio placenta in detail. If you have any doubts, please mention the same in the comment section. Please like and subscribe my channel, and if you want me to take any topic, you can write the same in the comment. Thank you so much.